Hello and welcome to Baker's Journal TV. This edition is brought to you by Quick Lock, your one-stop full-service solution. I'm Colleen Cross with our top stories. Farmer Miller Baker set for Edmonton, students showcase Asian baking, and Montreal showcase highlights. The Baking Association of Canada will host 3 more Farmer Miller Baker events in 2025. In Edmonton, June 17th, in London, August 26th, and in Moncton on October 9th. Bakers are invited to spend an inspiring day dedicated to elevating their products with the nutrition, texture, and quality today's customers are demanding. The day will focus on the unique characteristics and benefits of sustainably sourced, freshly milled local flours, learning advanced techniques, and exchanging insights on farming practices, grain processing, artisanal baking, and consumer engagement. Presenters will include Alain Dumonceau, Chair of the Baking and Pastry Arts Program at Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, leading a hands-on demo, and Dr. Michael Gansel, Professor and Canada Research Chair in Food Microbiology and Probiotics at the University of Alberta in Edmonton, tackling the question, does sourdough fermentation allow for reducing the length of ingredient lists on white pan bread? Reid McEachran of Ardent Mills will delve into the 5 top trends motivating consumer purchases as discovered in Ardent Mills' Trend to Table report. In the afternoon, a panel will include Cindy and Gareth Kozak of Gold Forest Grains, Sturgeon County, Alberta, Warren Middleton of Midmore Farms in Sturgeon County, Wendy Newdorf of Fallen Timber Creek Flour Mill in Sundre, Kevin Peterson of Black Fox Flour in Prince George, BC, and Austin Hone of ADM Milling and Baking Solutions in Calgary. Register now at baking.ca and bakersjournal.com. Asian flavors and culture took center stage as Humber Polytechnic baking and pastry and culinary students prepared and served specialty dishes and desserts inspired by Taiwanese and Japanese flavors and culture at an event held to raise funds for their spring field trip to Japan and Taiwan. Guests enjoyed dishes made for them by the students as part of the Kraft Heinz Pastry and Dessert Showcase. For a $10 ticket, Humber students and members of the public could go from booth to booth to sample such delicacies as Taiwanese xiao long bao dumplings and Japanese yakitori, mochi, and roll cakes. The students who made the delicacies demonstrated and discussed characteristics and techniques. For the bite-sized brilliance competition, students created a mini baked good, a chocolate, a bread, a pastry, and an appetizer or canapé inspired by Taiwan or Japan, and featuring a Kraft Heinz product as a key ingredient. Judges for the competition were Alan Chiditz of Kraft Heinz Canada, Vivian Menji-Shi of Valrhona, Canada, Jason Gray of Master Martini Canada, and Nicholas Sergilius of Humber Polytechnic. Baking and Pastry Arts Management students Gursimran Sodhi, Simen Mu, and Iris Sonido finished first, second, and third respectively. 18 students and 2 instructors have since this time traveled to Japan and Taiwan for a highly successful 2-week trip this May. Bakery Showcase welcomed more than 2,000 bakery owners, operators and their teams, manufacturers, suppliers, experts, and college-level baking and pastry students April 14th to 15th to Montreal's Palais de Congrès. The Baking Association of Canada hosted the trade show and conference in partnership with the Conseil de Boulangerie Québec. The annual event featured more than 140 exhibiting companies presenting baking-specific ingredients, equipment, supplies, and services. Highlights included the first ever Coupe de Boulangerie de Canada, Édition Québécoise, featuring croissants, viennoiserie, baguettes, and specialty breads. Technical demonstrations with useful takeaways for bakeries looking for product and marketing inspiration, educational sessions on hot topics such as regenerative farming and its implication for bakeries, and more. Demonstrations played a key role in promoting learning at Showcase. Top chefs and presenters shared their expertise with bakers, including Nicolas Dutertre, director of the Chocolate Academy Montreal, and pastry chef, sponsored by Barry Callebaut, Kirk Borchardt, senior R&D chef, Ardent Mills, and Benoit Dussault, sponsored by Ardent Mills, Pedro Sousa and Sammy Pan, technical advisors from Pure Autos Canada, sponsored by Pure Autos, Richard Charpentier, certified master baker, owner, and creator of Baking Innovation, sponsored by California Figs, Jeremy Moncel, master chocolatier and head baker at Ange Canada, and Alain Dumonceau, chair of the Baking and Pastry Program at NATE and national chair and world expert with Skills Canada. The next Bakery Showcase will take place in Toronto, May 3rd and 4th, 2026. This edition of Baker's Journal TV is brought to you by Quick Lock, your one-stop, full-service solution. Stay tuned for all the latest baking industry news. I'm Colleen Cross. See you next time.